How's it going, everybody? This is JTech95, and just as I promised in the last video, we're going to be discussing the Roland SC-7 sound module. Now, at first glance, this sound module doesn't look like it's really all that, crazy or extravagant or interesting, but it does pack a punch. For one thing, it's only a little bit bigger than the size of my hand in terms of diameter. If we turn it around, it does have quite a few things on the back to work with. Of course, you have to have the MIDI input jack. You have a computer jack for use with older Apple computers, things like that. Input level dial. Input 1, the input 2 jack is on the front. Output jacks for speakers, like these Roland MA9s that I have over here. Power in, of course, which is a 9-volt 300 milliamp and a power on-off button. The switch right here is for switching the module between MIDI, RS-422, RS-232C1, and RS-232C2. For the purposes of today's video, we're going to leave it on MIDI. Despite its small size, it's actually a really nice unit. I got it not too long ago, and I started using it, and I thought it sounded fantastic. And hooking it up is very simple. Really, all you have to do to hook up one of these sound modules, or really most sound modules for that example, to your vintage computer, is as simple as taking the MIDI cable, this end, plugging it into the output on your sound card. Then you take the other end of that, you want to use MIDI out, plug that into your sound module. Then you take this cord right here, this would be the output from your sound canvas, plug it into line in on your sound card. There's different ways to do that, but that's the way I have found that is easiest. Then you just take the other end of the cable, plug it into the output jacks. And normally you would plug your speakers, whatever you got available, into the line out on your sound card, but since we're going to be doing direct capture today, I'm going to plug in this jack from the line in on my main machine into the line out. And there you go. And obviously you plug in the power, can't forget that. And you're all set. Now let's switch over to the main machine and we'll do some direct capture, and we'll hear a comparison between what the onboard MIDI sounds like and how it sounds coming out of a Roland sound canvas. Let's get started. So starting out, I figured the best place to start was with a classic like Doom. So let's hear the onboard MIDI first. So we can hear that it didn't sound too bad. The onboard MIDI I'm not saying is bad. I'm just saying that it could be a little bit better, and a sound canvas definitely helps. So let's go into the setup utility really quick and change the music card from the onboard AW32 MIDI output to the Roland sound canvas. And let's just see what kind of a difference we get. So we can definitely see that with the SC-7 there's a huge difference. The reverb, the instrumentation, everything just sounds top-notch. So let's take a couple more games and do the same principle of comparing the Onboard and the Roland and see how it goes. And besides using the Roland sound canvas in MS-DOS games, it also comes in handy when working under Windows too. So let's hop in and take a look.
Ah, crap!
To change which MIDI output device you want to use under Windows, all you have to do is go to the control panel and open up MIDI Mapper. There you can choose which output device you want to use. So we'll start off by choosing Extended Synth so we can hear what the music would sound like from the onboard chip on the sound card. Then we'll go back into MIDI Mapper and choose Extended MIDI, and now we'll use the sound canvas. This procedure also works under games too. Well guys, that about wraps it up. As you can see, even though the SC-7 may be one of the lower end models for a MIDI module, it definitely packs a punch. It sounds an awful lot better than the Onboard, at least in my opinion. You know, and some people may think that the Onboard MIDI sounds synthesizer sounds better than what's coming out of the sound canvas. And you know, it's all up to every different person's opinion and taste in how they like their music to sound. Me personally, I like how it sounds. I want to invest in getting an SC-55 in the future, because like I said, I've heard one before and it sounds fantastic. but I'm pretty content with the one I have right now, the SC-7. So yeah, if you're in the market for an inexpensive MIDI module for your retro build or anything else, I'd highly suggest taking a look at the SC-7. It's definitely worth it. I mean, you've heard it. It sounds pretty darn good, all things considered. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought of it in the comment section down there. Hit that like button if you liked what you saw today, and don't forget to subscribe to see more retro computing content like this. But as for me, it's getting late, and I gotta hop off. So, hope to see you guys in the next video, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye. Now time to exit myself out of here.